So one of the big questions with all these myriad of changes to the budget is, what about super? And I guess the good news is super's largely been left alone. As a result of being left alone, it's actually potentially going to be a much more important, particularly tax planning vehicle going forward, because the capital gains tax discount changes, for example, are not being at this stage applied to super. There's no mention of being applied to super. So will they in fact make super potentially a more attractive vehicle for long-term asset accumulation? Keep in mind, we already have passed the new Division 296 rules of increased tax at 3 million and 10 million, so 30% to 45%, 40% at those thresholds. So that's still something to be mindful of on an individual balance basis. But the budget hasn't really changed the super rule specifically, but has made super by default a little bit more of a effective tax planning vehicle for many people as a result of some of those other changes, particularly for people who are operating businesses through discretionary trusts. Super is going to potentially be a much more important vehicle sooner than it may have been in their tax planning. But for all of you who have super, whether it's self-managed super fund or public offer or whatever type of super fund you have, the superannuation rules or the taxation of superannuation hasn't been really affected, certainly not in a negative way, in a relative positive way perhaps, but not in a negative way in this budget. So superannuation's, I guess, a net winner in terms of the budget position.